Good evening. In some of my other videos you may have seen this pot cozy that I use when I'm cooking, when I'm wild camping. Today I'm just going to show you quickly how I make these, the materials that I use, and then I'll just do a quick demo of how I cook with it. So a couple of things you're going to need. First you're going to need some Reflectix. Now this is basically insulating foam. It's bubble wrap that is covered in aluminium foil or mylar. You can buy it from most DIY stores. I think I got this one from B&Q. It's about £10–11 a roll. But once you've got one of these, it will last you a lifetime of pot cozies. The next thing you're going to need is some resealable food bags. Get the ones that you're going to use while you're out wild camping. And that way you can make your pot cozies the exact size. The ones I use are these ones from Tesco's, which are resealable food bags, but you must make sure that it states that they are suitable for a microwave. So if you're going to be putting hot water in them, you don't want them to melt or to leak, so make sure the microwave is suitable. I'll just take out one of the food bags. It says that these are a small bag. As you can see, it's about 8 inches by 6 inches, which is just about the right size for the packed food that I use. I'm then going to get my insulating foam or Reflectix, and I'm going to cut a strip about 8 or 10 inches wide. And then you simply fold it over, but you leave a tab. So I've got about 2 inches sticking out the top there. So it's not folded directly in half. And then just check what the bag size is like compared to your Reflectix. What I'm going to do, just to save a little bit of pack size, I'm going to trim it down. So I've got about 3/4 of an inch either side of the bag. There we go. The next stage of the process is to get some cloth duct tape. The stuff that I've got, it's silver coloured just so it matches the Reflectix. You can actually buy some metallic tape that is made for this stuff, but it's quite expensive. Just regular duct tape will work just fine. So I'm going to tear off some strips. And just tape halfway down, turn it over and fold it. So therefore you've got a join of duct tape that goes all the way around. Just going to get my scissors, trim that little bit off at the bottom. And then repeat this on this edge here. So again, about half the tape, fold it over and seal it down. I always put a strip of duct tape across the bottom as well. It's not really necessary, but I just give it a bit of overkill, and it secures these edges of the tape on here so they don't come undone. Again, just trim off the loose edges. The next stage I do is not necessary, but I do it just to give the cozy a little bit more insulation. I get another strip of the Reflectix and I just cut it down about ½ an inch smaller than the width of my cozy. So then I get this strip and I just fold it over to approximately ½ an inch shorter than the cozy length up to this lip. And this then fits inside your main cozy. If it's a little bit tight, like this one is, I trim a little bit off because you want quite easy fit really. So I'm going to take another ½ an inch off. Yeah, that fits in really easy now. All that does is it gives you an extra bit of insulation, so when it's really cold, it makes sure it keeps your food nice and hot. So again, I'm just going to trim this top off and leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches along here so that this can be folded over. And that will just fit inside the cozy like that. You don't need to seal this one up. Then I'm just going to trim a small angle along here just to make it look pretty. And then to finish off, all you need to do is fold that up inside. I've seen some before where people put Velcro along here so you get a Velcro fastening, but I don't find that you need that. It's sealed on the inside pouch, and most of the time I don't even bother closing this bit. I just put my food in and lean it up against a tree or up against a tent pole or something like that. So that's the pot cozy. I'm now going to boil some water and show you how to cook some food in it. There's a number of different things you can cook in the cozies. First of all, you can use your own dehydrated food. So if you buy a dehydrator, you can make things like spaghetti bolognese at home, dehydrate it, put it into plastic bags, stick them in the freezer, and they'll last for months and months and months. And then all you need to do is add some boiling water, stick it in your cozy, and you've got a meal, all homemade. But I tend to use these packet meals. Now, not all packet meals are the same. Things like couscous, they work really well. Anything that's meant to be cooked in a mug, that also works really well. But be wary when you're buying rice and pasta things. This rice, for example, it says here it takes 15 minutes to cook in the microwave. So if it takes 15 minutes to cook in the microwave, it's going to take months to cook in one of these kind of things. So what you look for is, I know Asda do some quick cook rice which takes about 6 or 7 minutes in the microwave, and they work perfectly well in these. You can also get some of the pasta in sauces which are also quick cook. Make sure that they cook in a microwave in anywhere between 5 and 7 minutes, and then if you leave them in the cozy for 15 minutes, then you'll find that it cooks perfectly. Today I'm going to have couscous. The packet says it needs 200 millilitres of boiling water, so that's what I'm going to put in. It doesn't matter if you go a little bit over, because you can always use the bag to drain off any excess water that's in there. So I'm going to put couscous in. I've got 200 millilitres of boiling water. Pour that in. Give it a bit of a slush around. I always take out as much of the air as I can. And then I agitate it just with my fingers a little bit. Don't squash too hard, because you don't want to be bursting the bag with all that water in there. Wrap the bag inside the first sleeve. Place it inside the cozy, and then I close this first lid. And that's it. I'll just stand that up now, and I'll leave that for 10-15 minutes, usually 15 minutes, It'll still be red hot then, and it'll definitely be cooked. It's been about 15 minutes since we put the couscous in the cozy. So let's open it up and have a look what we've got. Carefully pull the bag out. And there we have some perfectly cooked couscous. You can see all of the little extras like peppers and stuff. They all floated to the top, but you just need to mix them in. Now you can tip this into a bowl or put it on a plate. But when I'm out camping, all I do is I get my knife, I cut the bag off a little bit. And I eat straight out of the bag. That way there's no washing up. Give it a bit of a mix. The food's still red hot, and because I measured out the water, everything is cooked perfectly. I've got nothing to drain off at all. So this cozy is just for cooking in resealable food bags. However, you can use Reflectix to make a cozy to go around your pots, go around the cup, anything that you want to keep what's inside nice and warm. I don't personally use them around these mugs. I just use the cozy for the food bags. But I know a lot of people who have made them for Alpkit mugs, zebra billies, and just the cup that they drink out of. So that's just a quick demonstration on how I make a cozy for resealable food bags. A really useful piece of equipment when you're out wild camping, if you want a quick meal, and all you need to do is boil some water. If you check out the description below, I'll put some links in where you can buy the Reflectix, the type of freezer bag that I use, and maybe some of the dried foods that I use as well. So if you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.